Welcome to the Reaper Show. Yeah. Your cult heroes back again. Let's get right to it. The matchups this weekend for the divisional series, playoff series this weekend. First we go with Kansas City and Houston. When Houston got the ball, they're gonna have to pound it with Joe Mixon. Try to run the ball. You at least got to do that to keep Kansas City honest, because otherwise they're going to put 9 men in the box. But you got to spread that defense out. And C.J. Stroud has Nico Collins, and he has a few others, third and fourth receivers, that's taking the place of Stephon Diggs and Tank Odell. Those are two big losses at receiver for the Houston Texans. When they attack on offense, they're going to have to get the mixing in the passing game and the run game. So he's going to have to lean heavily on him. And then Nico Collins is going to have to try to make some plays for him in the passing game. Yeah. Now you defensively, Kansas City got a good pass rush with Chris Jones. You're going to have to try to keep him off of C.J. Stroud as much as you can, because he's their best pass rusher and he can wreak havoc if you let him. Yeah. Kansas City is going to try to spread the ball out. They're going to spread it. You're going to see Isaiah Worthy. I don't know if Rashid Rod is ready to go. Of course, they got Travis Kelce. You got to always know where Kelce is. He may have slowed up a little bit, but he could still make big plays in the passing game over the middle. So make sure you know where Travis Kelce is at all times. Yeah. You got to keep your eye on Isaiah Worthy and a few others in that passing game too. You ain't necessarily got to sack Pat Mahomes, but you got to make him, got to keep a spy on him in case he tucks it and run it, and he will do that. Especially if he thinks he's close, especially when he gets close to the necessary yardage. Yeah. So you got to keep a spy on him at all times in case he tucks it and run it. But he will extend plays, no doubt about that. He will hold it to the last second till he can extend the play. So you got to be ready for that too. Yeah. So the question about this game: can Houston play in the cold? I don't know if they can play in the cold because they're an indoor dome team. I don't know if they can play in the cold, but we will find out. It will be cold Saturday, but you must be meticulous in your attack against them. Do not kick a bunch of field goals. That's not going to slow down Kansas City. You're going to have to be able to run the ball and maintain time of possession against them. Yeah. Because if you can't get into a shootout with Kansas City, you're not going to win that. Because if it gets to be high scoring, that favors Kansas City. So you're going to have a ball control offense and try to keep the score low. If you can keep the score low, that'll favor you, Houston. So that's what you got to do. But Kansas City can be had. You just got to hang in there on defense. They can be had. They're good, but not invincible. They can be had. But due to the fact I don't know about their ability in the cold, I'm going to have to go with Kansas City and say Kansas City 30, Houston 20. Yeah. And the other Saturday game will be the Washington Commanders going to Detroit to face the Lions. That's going to be a tall task for Washington to try to beat the Lions. The Lions just got so many weapons on offense. I don't know if Washington got a decent defense. I don't know if they could stop all of Detroit's weapons, but you got to watch out for those 4th-down-and-1 plays because Dan Campbell will take those chances. Dan Quinn will also take those chances. So 4th-and-1 in each other's territory. You might see some gambling on both parts. Jaden Daniels, of course, is cool in the pocket, and he's gonna have to be cool again in the pocket, but he's gonna have to be patient because you can't get it all in one play and you can't rush things. But I think he has the wherewithal to know that, though. Being a rookie and all, he's the best rookie quarterback I've seen since Dan Marino. But they got to run the ball too. They can't just get pass happy because what they'll do if you don't run the ball, they're going to just line 9 men in the box to stop Jaden Daniels or blitz. They're going to blitz. Detroit's pass rush has been like up and down because they had some injuries, but they're going to come. I believe they're going to blitz Daniels a lot. Yeah. And what Washington defense has to be aware of when they face Jeff Goff and the Detroit offense, you got to be aware of you got to try to cut down on the big plays. Detroit has the best big play offense in the league, and they lead the league in scoring. So you have to be aware of that, especially if Jamal Gibbs is coming into. Jamal Gibbs can catch out of the backfield. He can also turn on the afterburners when he runs too. So, but don't just focus on him. You got to be aware of David Montgomery too. He's not as fast as Gibbs, but he can do damage in the run game and the pass game. So be aware of Sam Laporta for moving the chains for Detroit. He's Mr. Reliable. He can move the chains. Beware of St. Brown and the receivers. They got good, fast receivers that can run good routes. So the Washington defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop Detroit's offense. Yeah. But I expect the Lions to come out with a win. 35-21. Detroit. Yeah. We'll get to Sunday's lineup tomorrow. Right now, this is the Saturday games. But Sunday, tomorrow, and then the day after that, we'll talk about the national championship game between Notre Dame and Ohio State. Yeah. Share, like, and subscribe to the Reaper's Nest, baby. Let's get it.